So it's really early right now. I'm still on my first cup of coffee. Shout out to Blackout Coffee. If you guys use the code ARMSCHOLAR, you will get 10% off of your order. But we have some important updates on HR 8 and HR 1446, as well as something else important that happened in regards to Senate individuals calling for Biden to institute some executive actions on ghost guns. So let's talk about these. But real quick, before we jump in the video, I want to give a shout out to Acelink Armor. They are a sponsor of the channel. They are out of the state of California. They have high quality plate carriers and plates. These are level 4 ceramic plates. So if you're in the market for high quality plates and plate carriers, I highly recommend you take a look at them. I'll put a link to them down in the details section, and if you use the code ARMSCHOLAR, you will get 10% off of your order. Also, before we jump into this video, I want to ask that you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video around because YouTube is trying to suppress this channel right now, suppress a lot of other channels as well. They don't want the news about the Second Amendment getting out to people who need to hear this. So if you would do that, I would greatly appreciate it. So the first major update is that HR 8 and HR 1446 will have votes taken today, and today is March 10th, 2021. There will be votes in the House on these two bills and whether or not they will pass. If you're not familiar with what these bills are, I have other videos on my channel that walk through them comprehensively. You click this tab right there and it'll take you to those videos. HR 8 deals with having to run background checks on all firearms sales and transactions, and HR 1446 talks about expanding out the 3-day NICS requirement for the FBI to a 10 days to a potential indefinite period depending on if they don't respond. So again, these are really horrible gun control legislation that is being introduced in the House. And so for your reference, here is the floor schedule for today, March 10th, 2021. It talks about they are going to address another bill, HR 1319. And then it says, following that vote, the House will begin 1-hour general debate on HR 8, the Bipartisan Background Checks Act of 2021. After general debate on HR 8, the House will debate amendments to HR 8. Following amendment debate on HR 8, the House will begin a 1-hour general debate on HR 1446, the Enhanced Background Checks Act of 2021. After general debate on HR 1446, the House will debate amendments to HR 1446. And then after that, following the amendment on HR 1446, the House will take votes on pending amendments to HR 8 and HR 1446 by groups, and that those will be the last votes of the days. So the House is moving on HR 1446 and HR 8 today. They're voting on amendments. I'll keep you guys updated on these two bills and any additional information we get on these votes or anything like that. Another thing I want to bring to your guys' attention is that yesterday some senators called Joe Biden to institute executive actions towards quote-unquote ghost guns and to further regulate these ghost guns. So this call for an executive action came from Robert Mendez, Edward Markey, Dianne Feinstein, of course, and Richard Blumenthal. And here you can see the letter that was sent out March 9th, which was yesterday, to Biden calling for the regulation of ghost guns. It's not anything that you guys wouldn't expect to reading this letter. I'm not going to bore you guys by walking all the way through it, reading it to you. I will put a link down the details section to this letter if you want to read it for yourself. But again, this is another push for gun control by Democrats in Congress. They're moving aggressively on background checks. They're now going to probably pivot and move aggressively on other things. Dianne Feinstein has also signaled that she wants to institute some sort of assault weapons ban again, and that she will be introducing that in the coming weeks. But what's interesting is you had Biden calling Congress to do things, and now you have Congress calling Biden to do some things towards gun control and gun regulation. So they're kind of just ping-ponging back and forth to one another, calling one to do some sort of action and the other to do another type of action. So again, we're in for a rough ride, but I wanted to give you guys this update, not only just that, the fact that HR 8 and HR 1446 are moving through the voting process now today, but also that some senators called Biden to institute some sort of executive action and further regulation of so-called ghost guns. So if you guys want to learn more about these two bills that are trying to infringe on our Second Amendment rights, you can click this video right here, and it'll take you to the breakdown of those bills that I have on this channel. So as always, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And never forget, this nation was built by armed scholars. This nation will be maintained by armed scholars.